It's a sunny day out today, so Sarah and I have our sunglasses on. But Sarah, inside the greenhouse, it's not too bad.
It's okay in here.
We have a fan.
We've got the fans going. It's coming down, yeah.
Yeah. And so, you know, we need to talk about fuchsias because we plant fuchsias in the spring. We get those baskets in the spring, so now it's a little warmer. So what should we be doing with them?
Definitely the number one thing for fuchsias is making sure they get enough water. They like just tons and tons of water. They need fertilizer to help, and something that I like to do with mine is the cocoa blend from from Black Gold. That holds water a little better, or you know, the cocoa fiber can help kind of soak up some of that water for the fuchsias.
And you have some really interesting varieties because, you know, we always see the magenta and the dark pink and purple. These are very interesting.
Yeah, which I mean, I love those. But these are, especially I think for hardy fuchsias, are just gorgeous. So this one here is Celia Smedley. And it's got just, I like to call this like the Disney, I don't know, it just reminds me of Disney for some reason. Yeah, so that shape. And it's a little bit on the upright side, and it would just make a great addition to a garden.
Very nice.
And then we've got this one back here called Firecracker, which is, I'm assuming from just how it kind of opens up, is gorgeous. And you know, the long tubes are just a kind of a different look as well, and it's got that variegated leaf. Now, that one is annual.
All right.
So then we've also got Delta Sara.
And you picked that one because your name, right?
Of course.
Of course.
And that one's got the purple and white coloring that's really nice and would really go well in the garden.
Yeah, definitely.
Complementing other colors. And then we've got Lady Thumb here, which I would say is my favorite of the bunch. It's just tiny, and it's, you know, a double, and it just almost got a little bit more of the classic fuchsia look, but it's really tiny. I'm not sure if you guys can see how small that is on TV.
And a million blooms. I mean, there is a ton of blooms and all those buds to come next.
It is covered, yeah, it's covered.
And you know, I've always heard that, you know, fuchsias aren't just for shade. So have you heard that you can put them in the sun too?
I have heard that, and you just need to plant them a little bit extra deep. So they're one of the few plants that, you know, actually like to be planted a little bit deeper. And then you're just gonna have to really stay on top of the water, because I mean, the fuchsias will tell you if they're not getting enough water. You'll know what's wrong. So.
And then also fertilizer this time of year?
Yeah, just they're big heavy feeders. So I like liquid fertilizers. We brought this one out, you know, as an example, but there's many that would work. So this one's a high bloom fertilizer. So
just follow directions.
Great. Yep, I love liquid fertilizers. It's kind of, you can definitely see them working, you know, the next week.
So do fuchsias need deadheading?
Yes, yeah, they really benefit from deadheading. And actually here you can see, so here's the flower. There's a little seed pod right here. This one's already fallen off. So when the flower dies, you actually want to pick off the seed pod, because that's telling the plant that it needs to reproduce some more. So the energy is going back into new blooms, opposed to, you know, energy into some old icky blooms.
Right, and you don't want the seeds, you want them more flowers.
Yeah.
And you know, you have a special event going on today and tomorrow, so what's going on?
Yeah, we've got the Fuchsia Society here. They're having a show and sale. So it's a really great way to come out and see all the different varieties. And if you have any questions, they're the people that are going to be able to answer them for you.
Oh, that is true. It's so fun to have experts.
Yes.
That is great. So, you know, Portland Nursery on Stark Street is going to have this event. So go to gardentime.tv and click over to the website. You can get the information on exactly when the Fuchsia Society is going to be here. But come on and get your questions answered and maybe pick up some more fuchsias. Thanks so much.
Thank you.